Hello, welcome to ELA for today. We're going to do our mindfulness moment in a separate video, just because I'd rather kind of keep them separate. I know I didn't say that initially, but that's what's gonna happen. Okay, so today we are continuing with our visual poetry theme, which is what we started last week or even a couple of weeks ago. So this is just kind of like a little rundown. So our song or poem inspiration, using our song or poem inspiration that you found like a while ago, we're going to continue our unit of creating visual poetry for our class memory book, which I really hope to have finished by the end of June. So we're going to continue kind of adding to this. So everyone will have one entry at least, and then you get to choose what type of visual poetry to create, which is what we started last week. So maybe you already might have ideas. I am saying the due date for this visual poetry is going to be on Sunday. And the reason I'm saying that is because next week we're going, next week, let me just see here. There we go. Okay, so next week we're going to be doing other forms of poetry that are more of like your creation of poetry, which are going to be due after Ramadan, which is like more involved because it's actually you writing poetry compared to just like using what you've already found, like a nice message you already found and then showing it visually. Okay, so due on Sunday. You might already have ideas. This was related to our choice board from last week, where maybe you want to do a blackout poem like we did with Miss Cassie. Maybe you want to do a concrete poem, which I'm going to be showing you more today. That's the point of today's lesson. The cut up words, which is what I also went over last time, or maybe you wanted to do a collage. So blackout poetry is what we did with Miss Cassie. This is just a reminder. Concrete poetry, we're going to be doing this today. I'm going to come back to this in a minute. Cut up poetry is like this. That was related to the lesson that I showed last week. So if you want a review of that, go back to Monday's lesson from last week and you can re-watch this. And then the same deal with the collage poetry. If you wanted a review of how to make a collage poem, then go back and watch from last week as well. Today's focus, however, is this: creating of poems, creating concrete poems with Word. So Word, like Microsoft Word on your computer. You also could create it by hand, which could look kind of cool, but I wanted to show you this today just as like another tool in your toolkit. So, all right. So I'm going to just go through the steps quickly here, and then I'm going to actually do an example to show you. So find an image that relates to your poem. Again, like kind of the same thing with Miss Cassie we did, like you're drawing a mug or you're drawing whatever. Like simple outline is the easiest to start. If you want to go more elaborate, then you could for sure too. But just for practice, I suggest doing something simple. Download the outline, or you can just like copy, save as, and then paste it into a new Word document. Then you use the draw feature to trace the outline. And I'm going to show this to you. Then you erase the original image, so you're just left with your drawing. And then you type text to form the shape. Then you erase the outline. So, okay, this is how it kind of works. Okay, so I found this outline of a handprint, just online. So you can just go to like, I just typed in like handprint. So I like to have, this is one I found. So I just clicked with 2 fingers, and then I actually just went copy image. You also could save the image if it's not working for copy. Sometimes the computer likes to do copy and paste. Sometimes it doesn't. So you might have to actually save the image onto your desktop or something like that. But so I'll just go copy image. And then I'll just show you again. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go press with 2 fingers, then I'm gonna go paste. Okay, there it is. But maybe I don't want it to be that, okay, so maybe I don't want it to be that large. Maybe I want to reposition it. So I'm gonna go like this, drag on the corners, always when you're doing an image, drag on the corners rather than going on the sides, because if you go on the sides, it's gonna distort the image. So I think I just distorted it now. Okay, whatever. Then, from the sides is usually easiest. So, however big that you kind of want. Then, to wrap the text, I'm going to go wrap text. I'm going to send it behind. Okay, so I'm going to go like that. Then, this should leave me free to draw on top of it. Then I'm going to go, so this is if you're in home, if you have Word. Then, I'm gonna go to the draw feature. Okay, then I'm gonna click on draw. Whatever color, doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go with a different color, something other than black, so it kind of like pops. Maybe red. Then you just trace your image. Okay, I'm gonna do this kind of quickly. It's not gonna be like my best work, but I'm just gonna do this kind of quickly. Of course, the longer I was taking, the more realistic my hand would look. Okay, this is gonna look not quite the same to what they have, but that's fine. We'll get the idea of it anyway. And you know what? There's no actual point spending too long anyway, because this is just gonna be deleted eventually. Alrighty, there you go. So now I have to go out of draw, back to home, and then I'm going to try to delete my image. There we go, perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna highlight that. When it's in the boxes, you know that you can delete. So I'm gonna go like this, delete. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start to type. Maybe I wanna change my font a little bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna press Tab, moves your cursor. Then maybe you wanna get a space bar. Then you press Tab again to get where you want, or you may have to do space bar. The theme. Then I'm gonna have to go enter. Ooh. There, I'm just gonna bring my cursor down, and then I'm gonna press Tab. The theme of my, oh, you know what I have to do first? Oh yeah, there we go, just press enter. Of my, and then I might need to maybe go like way smaller font to make this fit. Visual, okay, that's kind of close. My visual poem is the, go like this, spread, yeah, I want to make that smaller, is the, maybe I'll say lovely spread, and then of, enter, kindness. Maybe I want to make those words bigger. Ah. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Okay, I want my image actually wrap text. I actually want to send it behind the text. That might make it easier for me to select. There we go. Yeah, that did make it easier for me to select. There. Maybe I want to make this bigger. Let's see how this could kind of look. Kind. Takes a little bit of practice and a little bit of tinkering to kind of get it right. Kindness. And then you just keep going like this. You could say oh, I have to change my font again. Okay, so then maybe something like this. Inspiration. Or the song, maybe. You kind of have to be kind of careful with the words. This is good for like choosing synonyms. The song I selected was written by Lady, oh wait, I want to make this, maybe you want to make this Lady Gaga pop. So I'm going to go bigger. By Lady. Yeah. Gaga. Okay, there. Anyway, so when you finish, it's going to look kind of cool. So you could keep the outline, or you could move it away. And then you would have your visual poem, your concrete poem, which could look super cool. And then you could change some of the, maybe you want to make this, for example, you wanted to make that like purple, or you wanted to do something different with the fonts, you could, which could look like kind of cool too. Maybe that's going to kind of mess things up a little bit back. Anyway, yeah, you can play around with that. So hopefully that gives you a little bit more inspiration of how to make a visual poem or a concrete poem using Word. And yeah, I hope that you have fun with this. So keep in mind that this assignment is due on Sunday, and it shouldn't really be too much brain power. It's meant to be kind of more artistic, and this is going to count as like part of your art mark as well, which is like kind of like a dual win-win. Because you might as well do well on your report card for like one more thing for art for the year, right? Like might as well. So yeah, hopefully this is kind of fun for you. And yeah, the sky's the limit for whatever form of visual poetry you wanted to create. Yeah, so hopefully this is kind of helpful for you, and I'll be interested to see what people, yeah, what you create. Okay, have fun, and yeah, see you soon. I'll have a mindfulness video probably around like 11:30 or something. I'll have that ready to go. Okay, see you soon.